Happy Halloween and welcome to Spit. My name is Courtney Jacob, and for this Halloween I wanted to talk to you about something very near and dear to my heart, and that's the monster movie. Now for this top 5 list, I will only be focusing on more modern monsters. That's going to be from about the 1980s on up. Sorry Dracula, sorry Frankenstein's monster. I love all my Universal monsters, but that sadly is a list for another day. So with that out of the way, let's begin. Here's my top 5 favorite modern movie monsters. Number 5 is going to be Cellar Dweller from 1988. Yes, this movie's got it all. Giant monster, comic books, and of course, the always wonderful Jeffrey Combs makes a cameo in the beginning. Story follows a series of comic book artists whose creation comes to life and begins terrorizing a small town. The acting is freaking wonderful, loads of laughs, although unfortunately I don't think that most of those were intentional. The creature effects are superb, definitely an entertaining time. Number 4, Critters from 1986. This movie was one of my favorites as a kid. I loved the little critters. They both scared me and made me laugh. I also was a big fan of the sequels. Critters 2 is loads of fun, and Critters 3, while not as quality as the first 2 films, does have a young Leonardo DiCaprio, as much as he might want us all to forget that. Number 3, Razorback from 1984. Now I know most of you out there probably haven't heard of Razorback. I myself only became aware of it in the late 90s when I saw Joe Bob Briggs review it on TNT's Monster Vision, and I instantly fell in love. Typical story of a giant killer pig terrorizing an outback town. I mean, I know we've all seen that movie before. It's got great creature effects. The giant pig is actually terrifying, and they did even have a couple shots where they made a Razorback costume for a real live pig, which has got to be some kind of first in movie making history. Number 2, Pumpkinhead from 1988. This had to go on my list somewhere, as I love Stan Winston's directorial debut. Lance Henriksen stars as Ed Hardy, a man hell-bent on revenge after his son was killed in a motorcycle accident. So by summoning the demon Pumpkinhead, he unfortunately links his soul to the demon of vengeance. Great creature effects here. The Pumpkinhead is a great watch this Halloween. And my number 1 pick for modern movie monster is The Ritual from 2017. Yes, they couldn't all be from the 80s. This Netflix original came out of nowhere and just completely blew me out of the water. I think it has one of the most original creature designs of any movie in the past 30 years, really. I mean, look at this thing. It's not just a story of 4 hikers being chased through the woods by a giant monster, though. It's also very cerebral and got quite a compelling plot. I don't want to spoil too much because I highly recommend you go out and watch this for yourself this Halloween. It is still on Netflix last time I checked, and it's definitely one of the modern classics of the past couple decades. Well, I hope you enjoyed my pick for top 5 modern movie monsters. If you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button there on the bottom, and we'll see you next time here on Spit.